Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Lookout Podcast. We're in Victor, Montana, in a little bit busier parking lot than I anticipated. And Angela, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I was running a little late, so appreciate you hanging on.
No problem.
And Angela's fellow outdoor enthusiast from Michigan, and you are, in Michigan terms, a troll?
Yes, I am a troll. It's not as bad as it sounds.
I know, it does sound a little rough.
Yeah. So a troll is, so you have the Lower Peninsula, which is conveniently your hand. This is what the Lower Peninsula of Michigan looks like. Then you have like the Upper Peninsula.
The UP.
The UP, and then there's a little bridge that connects them. Well, it's like a 5-mile long bridge that connects them. So if you're born below the bridge, like me, I was born just outside of Detroit. We're referred to as trolls. And I did later move to the Upper Peninsula for school. But once a troll, always a troll.
That's what I was like. I'm like, dang. I mean, I guess Montanans are kind of the same way. Like, if you're not born here, you know, like some people might kind of,
Right.
you know, like hold it against you a little bit. But I think for the most part, they're like, yeah, you know, whatever. You kind of give in. But it sounds like Michigan's a little bit more stern on the troll versus
I mean, they're not too mean about it, but yeah.
Just the label that you carry.
Yeah, the label sounds a little derogatory, but it's fine. I'm a proud troll.
Yeah, on the other side it's just Yoopers. Like, there's no other.
Yeah, Yoopers.
Oh, gotcha. So you're on the Upper Peninsula side, just a Yooper. Trolls and Yoopers.
Trolls and Yoopers.
I didn't realize that bridge was so long, like 5 miles. Huh? That's like a cruise.
Yeah, I only know that. Well, I used to put my windows down and undo my seatbelt every time I crossed it, no matter what the weather was, because there's like so many horror stories of people's cars flying off of it and them, you know,
drowning because they can't get out of their own car.
Because they can't get out of their own car. So yeah. And one time I was stuck below the bridge waiting to get across, but it was closed. It was like closed that day, or like temporarily closed. So of course I had a lot of time to sit around and wait for it to open back up, and I of course spent that time Googling
Oh no,
just horror stories. There's been like a lot of deaths, suicides, just bad.
Jeez, like a whole bus like,
yeah,
full of people.
I didn't come with all those facts and stats today, but
oh no,
it's a dangerous bridge. Yep.
Yeah, that's for listeners to check out if they want. Oh, I got a fly hanging out with me.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was like getting, you know, like one of those floaters. I thought I had like a big ass floater going through. I was like, oh Jesus.
I saw some flies earlier. I was like, oh hey guys, what's up? Been a while.
Yeah, man.
And I saw an ant crawling on me earlier, which I was like, what?
Man, I mean, we're at the beginning of March. I guess it's kind of supposed to be the springish weather, but it feels too early for that fly to be hanging out.
Yeah, go home, fly.
Yeah, and how'd you survive the winter?
Go back to hibernation or whatever you do during the winter. I don't know.
I don't know what to do. It just all of a sudden appear on a warm day. You're like, how did you?
Huh.
Something knocks
Maybe they go to Florida or something.
They cruise back when the weather gets right. They know.
Yeah, do they migrate like the geese? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, it could be. Did you know anyone that came off the bridge at all? Like.
Oh no.
No.
No, I did not. But
still enough to scare you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the bridge to the Keys. My mother-in-law was like, you know, don't mess around that bridge. Like, don't stop and take photos and stuff. Just get to one side. 'Cause I guess that used to be a pretty bad one too.
I think I've driven on that one.
Yeah, and you can kind of see, I think she was more referring to the old one, and you can see like remnants of it that used to be like just a 2-laner.
Ooh.
And now I think it's 4 lanes, you know, like 2 going north, 2 going south, or whatever direction.
Was it like a big drop off?
Yeah, it was just this tiny little 2-lane thing with a little guardrail. So like even if like you got in an accident, there's a good chance that both of you were going over the guardrail, I think. So. And then a big, strong wind, you know, just like going over the...
I think I just am like traumatized from Mario Karts, too, because I suck at that game. I'm always driving over the edges.
Oh, it's so easy.
Yeah.
So easy to get launched off, especially like the star. You know, whatever that one, the star.
Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road,
yeah.
Get launched off into oblivion. You know?
Yeah, I always drove like I had a whole bottle of tequila.
Yeah, that's the only way to win, you know?
No, I'll tell you flew off the bridge every 20 seconds.
Well, that's probably true. But if you can keep it between the lines, though, you got to drive a little crazy to win.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I always felt like I was driving on the edge, and, you know, it's either like victory or loss, you know, more L's than wins.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I know there's that one setting you can turn on where it's like you won't fly off the bridge. There's like, I always turn that one on.
Is that the newer one? I'm thinking the old school, like N64 one.
I'm talking about like what's that one? The
Switch?
Switch.
Yeah, that's the newer one.
Yeah, they have like, it's like bumper bowling for
Oh, cool.
For Mario Karts.
Yeah, what do they have for the Wii? Trying to bring the Wii back for the family.
You
know,
why? 'Cause you have one?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. And it's like interactive, so you don't feel as bad. Like,
oh yeah,
let
you
your
like
kids
play the tennis game and stuff. You
Yeah,
like get off the
exactly.
couch.
Yeah, jump around and stuff, get some movement out. Even the
Mhm.
bowling, I think you have to like walk and do the thing. So
Yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah, I don't know if they have that for Mario Kart, but that'd be kind of cool. I don't
How
know if it
would
still
you-
works though, because that stuff like ages.
Did you try? Have you tried it?
No, I haven't messed with it at all. Like I've only played a little bit of
Oh.
Wii. Like I'm so old. The Wii was kind of starting to fade out by the time I ever messed with it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess maybe it was around when I was in high school.
That was a big thing back then.
Yeah, the Wii was cool.
Never had one, but
Yeah, same. I guess probably didn't mess with it too much. I'm more of an Xbox guy. But what else? I wanted to ask you about the Uper thing. It was like Uper lights. I didn't know that was like a recent discovery.
oh shoot, I didn't do any fact checking before this. I think it's semi recently, and by that I mean like 5-10 years. I don't know why it took people so long to discover it. Maybe because
That's what I was curious about.
I mean, you think someone would just happen to be walking down by the water with a black light? Because you do need a black light to see them
Yeah.
or to find them, I think. So it's weird it took so long for people to discover them.
That was my thought, because I think from the little bit I read, I can't remember what the heck I was looking up, and all of a sudden I was like, what is this glowing rock thing? And it was more like
Yeah.
a little side thing. I was looking, I'm like, I can't remember what I was looking up. But anyways, I think I was looking at Petoskey rocks a while back.
Oh, right, Petoskey.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was trying to figure out a little bit more about them, and then all of a sudden, like, I see this like glowing rock. I'm like, this is probably spam. I take it, so I clicked on it though. And I was
real
like, whoa.
stuff.
Have you seen one like in person?
I think my friend showed me one at their house. Rocks really don't do it for me.
I was gonna say, was it underwhelming? You're like, oh, it glows.
Yeah, I could fake it right now and be like, yeah, they're super crazy and cool, but like, I don't know. I'm more into living plants, stuff like that. So rocks I just never really could get that much into rocks, but I know people like rage about them. Like
About the Uper lights?
Yeah, and the Petoskey rocks. Like some
yeah.
people like turn into a whole hobby and like will travel across the country to like go see them. My folks have a couple like Airbnbs along Lake Superior, and like
cool.
part of their selling point is like, come find our Uper lights and Petoskey rocks. So there's like even like a market.
Oh yeah.
I don't know for it, but like.
You're starting to win me over. I'm like,
Really?
I'll
Okay.
Get a black light and go comb the beach
There
at
you
night.
go. Yeah, don't invite me, but
Like,
no, I'd probably go. I'd probably go.
Help me find some.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny, like you said, like black lights were huge in like the 60s and 70s. Like even when I was a kid, I still had like some black light posters in my room, so it kind of came back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that like no one didn't just have like random like Uper light they didn't know, and then they had it at their house. Like, whoa,
Right.
this thing glows.
Maybe someone did, but they like didn't tell anyone.
It could be like our little secret, one of those things.
Yeah. Or they
Don't
just like
tell anybody outside of Michigan.
yeah, they didn't believe it, or they thought someone like spray painted it with some weird paint, or I
Could have been,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I guess there's still more things to discover in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of nice to know.
It is nice. I like that. Like that was more of my like excitement. Like I figured the photos probably made it look more like
Yeah.
magical than it was, but I was like, it's cool because I didn't know about that until just like a week ago.
Right. Yeah.
But the Petoskey rocks thing it's kind of wild because I mean it's similar to like a lot of rocks. I'm trying to think of the one that we have around here that everyone like polishes. What the heck is the word I'm thinking of?
Don't know.
Some kind of rock around here, but if you picked it up, you'd be like, oh, it's kind of cool looking. But you wouldn't think anything of it. But if someone polishes it, you're like, whoa, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of how the Petoskey rock was. Like,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've seen them as a kid when I was in the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, it's got funny cracks on it. Funny little squigglies,
Yeah.
And then like, when I looked it up again, I saw photos of like an unpolished one. I was like, oh, that does look familiar.
Yeah.
Maybe look at a polished one.
You're
I
like,
was
wow,
whoa.
I used to skip a bunch of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw those in
like
the water.
Yeah, perfect skipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I the only reason I really like rocks is because I like jewelry,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't know anything about any of well, I know this is a ruby and this is I forget what the guy told me at the store.
Oh.
But every time I go, I like love going jewelry shopping, and every time I go jewelry shopping, the guy is always like trying to tell me about what the rocks mean.
I'm telling you how amazing this was. It like tiger.
Yeah, like and I'm like, dude, like I actually asked him to help me pick one out before because I was like really in between two different sets or two different necklaces. And so I was like, can you help me decide? Like, I just can't decide. And so he's like, oh, what's your mood today? What are you feeling? What's your aura? And I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. Like, I don't believe in any of that mystical, funny stuff behind rocks. I
It used to be like crystals and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
For energy.
Yeah, not me.
Salt rock's supposed to, like, make the air in your house, like, more something.
More something, yeah. I'm not buying it, but
no.
I
do like the glow of a salt lamp, though, you know?
They do look pretty. See, I like them because they look pretty.
Same.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting much out of them.
That's my interest level.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
I know. We're not giving any good information on rocks right now.
Yeah. If this was a geology podcast, we would like be losing a bunch of listeners.
Yeah, people are out. People who listen know more than us for sure. I mean, even right now. But even like if they're like, oh, let's tune in to hear about rocks.
Yeah. They're like, these people don't know anything about rocks, and it sounds like they don't even really like rocks.
Yeah, exactly. But the Petoskey one's kind of cool. I looked it up, you know, like a fossil.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you...
I got my first tattoo in Petoskey, actually.
Oh, it's a place?
In a motel, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was a town. I thought it was just a rock.
No, it's a little town with a little ski hill.
Cool. And a tattoo parlor.
Nope, just my friend with a tattoo gun in a motel.
Oh, really? Oh, I missed that the first time you said it. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great story, though, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why tattoos have great stories. You know, you'll never forget that.
Right.
I got my eyebrow pierced in Great Falls a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Never forget that either.
Was it by a professional?
It was. It was like a weird thing. But we were going to like a E40 concert or something. We thought it would be like a cool rebel thing to do in college. And I don't think any of us like the whole group got like something done, and none of us like it didn't last. I don't even know if it lasted the night, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Just like, I don't know, it was like some sale they had and they got us.
What do you mean it didn't last? Did you take it out?
Yeah, it just like fell out, you know?
What?
It was on this side. I don't remember which side it was on.
Those were cool back then. What era was this?
This was like early 2000s. I don't know. I think it was on the fading side of cool.
Yeah, maybe it was on the fading side.
Yeah, I don't think it was cool anymore.
Maybe 90s, 80s.
No.
I don't know. I was too young to get an eyebrow piercing when it was cool, so I never got one.
I know. I don't think I even really wanted it that much, but like we were all like revved up together, you know, like and a little too excited for E40 in Great Falls, Montana.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think there was that many people there even. But, you know, it was fun from what I can remember.
Huh. You didn't even wear it for more than a night?
I don't think it lasted very long.
That's like kind of some pain to go through.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I ended up taking it out, because it was like, it was bugging me probably.
Well, yeah, it hurts a lot at first, and you're not even going to keep it?
Yeah, I think I just like would forget about it and then rub it with my sleeve and like catch it. And I was like, oh man. So, like, yeah, done with this thing.
Darn.
But speaking of like late 90s, were you around, or do you remember this? Are you old enough to remember this? Like the mood rings when we were talking about like rocks and stuff?
Totally. Yeah, mood rings. I think those have something to. I don't think they have to do anything to do with your mood. I think it's like your temperature.
I think that's I was just gonna say. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Like I always wanted to be like, oh, you know, like if someone's you know feeling a certain way, then the rock's gonna be magically turned that color.
Yeah, mine always said I was pissed and. Probably right.
Probably was just mad. You're like, I don't want to be here.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, yeah, those are cool. I feel like they still sell them like kind of at every gift shop.
Oh, really?
And I would totally wear one.
Yeah, I like the idea of it. I wish it was like real.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we kind of talked about it before, but with Bigfoot, not
not. Sorry, everyone. Don't believe in the rock thing. Don't believe in the zodiac sign thing. Also, don't believe in Bigfoot.
No Bigfoots out there.
No.
That's what I was wondering, like, because you were, you know, growing up in Michigan and being outdoorsy, like, you probably spent some time out there in that woods, and now you've been out here in the Montana woods. Right. Nothing made you want to think he was out there?
Well,
or she?
Right.
Like here,
we'd be all inclusive with the
exactly. Bigfoot people.
Yep. Bigfoot folks.
Yeah.
Well, my biggest thing is if Bigfoot was real, we probably would have found some bones.
That's my thoughts.
Right?
Especially all the fires.
Like, yeah, and I'm not, like, I think an animal could live out in the wilderness and no human ever see it because, like, I mean, there's, like, cougars and stuff that I'll probably never see my entire life just because they're so elusive, you know?
Yeah, like a wolverine's, like, super hard to see.
So, but it's like we've probably... I'm assuming people have found cougar bones and wolverine bones, and we haven't found Bigfoot bones.
And all the game cameras out there now with hunters and stuff.
Exactly. Like, so it's like, give me some proof.
Yeah, like I've been out, and so, you know, like we were talking before, smoke jumping, like I've been out in pretty remote spots, like in Alaska, you know, Pacific Northwest. all over, and even down south burning and stuff. Like there was I think it's in Arkansas, like a section of highway was like you can like adopt a highway like a group does.
Oh yeah.
And the Bigfoot folks down there had adopted a section of highway because like someone had seen one like crossing the road or something.
Oh.
I was like, I really want to talk to these guys. I don't know what they're about, and I never did run into them though.
Yeah, what is up with those people?
I don't know. I want to, like, I really want it to be real, but
I mean, I want to too, but it's like I have common sense. I don't know.
I know. Yeah.
So I lived in Baker City, Oregon for a little while, and there was this Bigfoot. What do you call it? A Bigfoot group organization?
Yeah.
I don't know. They had like the car gang. Yeah, they had like the cars with like the logos on the side. I forget what it was called, and like they would always like put up a stand at like the fair and like stuff like that. And apparently the guy who led it all was like actually a biologist.
Oh, whoa. Do you have some hair or something maybe you found once?
I don't know. I actually never really looked into it too much.
Yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I was like, I never actually went to talk to him. So, but anyways, there's like this tiny little peak outside of Baker City, and you know it has like one of those summit boxes.
Oh yeah.
That you can like write like, oh, I was here, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So I wrote this pretty elaborate story of how I thought I saw Bigfoot that day.
Look at you catfishing people.
I know, just hoping, because like Baker City's a really small town.
Yeah.
Hopefully this guy's not going to listen to this.
You just like broke him if he is
I
listening.
know, he's probably been like looking in that area for the past, ever since I moved away from there, which was like 5 years ago.
It's like 5 years of research down
Yeah. And so I wrote some like kind of serious story about how I thought I saw Bigfoot that day. And then my friend who I was hiking with wrote a story after mine, pretending like we weren't associated with each other, and he was like, I just saw this girl and she looked like she just saw a ghost, and I asked her if she was okay, and she said she just saw Bigfoot.
Oh yes.
So it's like kind of layers to the, not sure if whatever became of that, probably nothing.
Yeah, but hey, that's cool. Leading people on a little bit.
Yeah.
But, hopefully keeping their hopes up.
Yeah, I feel like someone must have told that guy, because like, yeah, it was like super tiny little town, and I feel like he probably doesn't get too many leads. I don't know, maybe he does.
And now you're out.
So
now it's public.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many layers to it too. I've heard over time, that's why I want to like. Part of me wants to like talk to run into one of those folks and be like, hey, what's the story? Like, why?
Yeah.
But also I don't. I feel like I get stuck in conversation for like an hour, and you'll never get that time back.
Yeah, but you should have one on the show.
That's probably what I should do. That'd be great. Because then I like to know like the ins and outs. Because I've heard different stories. Like I even worked with a guy who like, it was more. I mean like this dude, like he was a straight shooter. I never heard him like lie or like make anything up. But he was like convinced that he had an experience when he was a kid, and it was. It seemed like it's more of like on the like Native American like spiritual realm of things possibly, which maybe. So
like that he saw Bigfoot.
Yeah, but it was more of like a spirit versus like I think. Than like a mountain like North American ape that roam through the woods. Okay. Does that make any sense? What I'm trying to say?
He saw almost like a ghost Bigfoot sort of deal.
Yeah, ghost Bigfoot would be the best way to say it. Okay. So I was like, and I was in college at this point when I heard the story, and it wasn't directly from him, so I don't think. I think it's more like someone giving him a hard time, and I was like in the group, and I was like, but then like the story, like I was told a little bit of the story, and I was like, huh. I never heard that end of it. Like, I always thought it was going to be, like, someone, like, thought it was a bear, and then it ended up being something bigger, and I don't know.
Did he have, like, a high fever, or did he take, like, too much, like, NyQuil that day and was, like, seeing stuff?
Yeah, you never know. Chicken pox, if he was a kid.
I don't know.
I think chicken pox gives you a fever or something, doesn't
it?
Maybe
he saw chicken pox Bigfoot guy.
Yeah, chicken pox induced.
Yeah. Actually.
That's what I wonder,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, probably wasn't lying.
No, yeah, maybe saw something, but maybe, like you said, maybe it was, in the throes of a high fever from a sickness.
You never know. That reminds me, this was, like, probably in high school, but I was watching some, like, stupid show on, I don't even remember what channel it was, like, Discovery Channel or Nat Geo or something like that. And it was about how they had Bigfoot in a cage.
Whoa.
And
it was like a mockumentary thing or something?
No, it was like real. Well,
Really?
it came off as being real. And for like the first 3 to 5 minutes I was watching it, I thought they found Bigfoot.
Fuck. What the hell happened? What was the deal?
So I was like glued to the TV. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is like the craziest thing to happen in my lifetime. Like they found Bigfoot. Like I'm hooked. I probably had like a tiny TV screen and it was like they had like they showed like kind of like far away images of
them like doing the stance.
Yeah. Well, no, they had it in a cage.
Oh, and it was in the cage in the photo.
Yeah, in the video. And I was like, oh my God. And then one of the guys there forgot to lock the cage.
Oh, of course.
And then Bigfoot ran away, and then everyone was like, ooh. And then I started seeing some bad acting, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I believe this.
Gotcha. Son of a.
But there was a few moments there where I was like, oh my God, they got Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah.
So they got me.
Oh, it's good, though. It's good to, like,
Yeah.
have that happen to you, I think, once in a while. Like,
Exactly.
question your belief a little bit. Like, wait a minute, is it?
Yeah.
I watched something similar, but it wasn't about Bigfoot. It was like this mockumentary thing, and it was late at night, and it was like this old ship that had somewhere off the coast of Africa, I think, that they said had wrecked in this like shallow water, and there was like all these cool statues and stuff. This is pretty recent, so I imagine folks have probably seen this too. And I was like, wow, I'm like, how's that stuff just off the coast? And like no one just waited out there to grab it, and they keep bringing all this like stuff in, and all of a sudden I was like, there's something happened. I was like, oh, this is all
darn
garbage.
Yeah.
They got me. Well, you said
ignorance is bliss for a little bit.
I know. I was kind of like, I wish I didn't know. 'Cause it was kind of a cool story, and I'm all about like pirate hunting and stuff like that, like buried treasure stuff. Probably 'cause of the Goonies. Did you ever see the Goonies?
No. Never did.
Man, it's a '90s movie. Well, it might have came out in the late '80s, but about a bunch of kids.
I was watching like Tom and Jerry in the '90s, probably.
Oh yeah, well that's a good one. Yeah.
Not the Goonies.
Yeah, Goonies, good one. It might have scared you. 'Cause you're a little bit younger than I am.
I probably wouldn't have figured out what was happening. I probably would have been confused.
I know. I'm surprised it didn't scare me. It probably gave me weird dreams, but I don't remember it. Like,
yeah.
Back in the day, because there's like pirates and skeletons or like remains of pirates and.
Oh, is that what it's about? I have no idea what it's even about.
Yeah, it's out in like Oregon on the coast.
Oh.
Like Historia or something like that. Is that Astoria?
Yeah,
Astoria.
that sounds like a place.
Yeah, I think Astoria with an A.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like where a lot of it is like filmed or maybe all of it. And
Okay.
Yeah,
have you heard of that one? Oh gosh, what was that guy? What was it called? There was like this treasure hunt in. Well, they didn't tell you exactly where the treasure was, but they said it was either like in Montana or Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? That guy was like, was he dying of cancer or something?
Like that,
and he's like, I'm gonna hide all my valuables. He's like some millionaire or something, and he's like, and then people went nuts over it, and then a couple people like died trying to find it.
Yeah, I think someone was like on a cliff in Yellowstone or something crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the details.
Yeah,
unfortunately, but.
I know it was kind of on the peripheries of my like awareness because I was thinking like someone, because the reason why it got brought up to me is they're like, hey man, like you're out in the woods a lot, like let me know, and we were always digging out there, and I was like, oh yeah, which I always like wondered, and I probably brought this up a few times in the podcast, but it's like I know some people are out there digging ditches in the woods, fighting fire, just like me, and I did it for almost 20 years, and it's like I never found a nugget or anything cool, really.
Nothing cool. Like some cool glass bottles.
Yeah. And not really. I mean, around the lookout later on, I found something, but like, God, you think someone would have found like a nugget, like with all the gold out there.
A gold
and been
nugget?
Like, yeah. And maybe they did. Maybe they're just like better keeping their mouth shut than I would be.
Yeah, I probably walked past gold nuggets. Like I probably walked right over them so many times.
That's what I was kind of wondering.
I don't
myself.
notice.
Yeah, you're just out there just dying. Like that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, those and like the moose antlers and the elk sheds. I just probably walk right over them. I'm just like staring into the sun.
Yeah, just like going through the motions, like.
Yeah, staring at the dumb trees all day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Looking up, not down.
Yeah, I think same. And then you like people get an eye for it, like you find what you're looking for, and that's in like a lot of layers to that statement too, right? But like, especially if you're looking for sheds all the time, that's on the front of your brain,
Yeah.
Probably same thing with gold nuggets.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll keep my eye out for gold nuggets.
Yeah.
Next time.
What'd you go to school for? I meant to start that.
I got my undergraduate degree in wildlife management, and then I got a master's degree in forestry.
Oh,
all
nice.
In the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
All in the UP.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, the fall colors up there got to be insane, huh?
they're kind of nuts.
Yeah, I bet.
They're pretty nuts. People lose their shit over them. It's always funny when I'm like in Montana and it's fall and people are like, "Oh my god, the cow!" I'm like, dude,
There's like a larch.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, calm down.
Tamarack.
I'm like, that's just a bush. Like,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That's all we have really is like a huckleberry bush and then the tamaracks, or larch depending on.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are you talking to?
I mean, it's still beautiful, of course.
Oh, it is. Yeah, like those tamaracks look amazing.
But probably not the guy to go talk to if you're talking about how amazing the fall colors are, because, yeah.
Yes, it's not the same at all.
It's just like a wall of deciduous trees in Michigan, so it's like, imagine just every single tree being a larch or a bush or whatever.
My wife played college soccer, and she played up somewhere outside of Green Bay for a little bit, and they would cruise over to Michigan for soccer once in a while, and I'm blanking on the place, but she said it's like, and she grew up, in northern Illinois and Wisconsin, almost her whole life, or up until, she moved out here. So a good chunk of her life. But, so she'd seen, like the fall foliage, but nothing like wherever the heck she was in Michigan. She said it was unreal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she always wanted to go back.
Wisconsin? I mean, Wisconsin and Michigan might as well be this.
Oh, yeah, totally. Especially she was up in the northern part. And
okay.
Yeah, she said it was, whatever this town was like the best she'd ever seen.
Huh, okay.
Because then we went to North Carolina later on, and I thought we were going to have the same experience, but it wasn't. It was good, but like.
Oh, darn.
You ever been like in the fall where you're like waiting for the colors and all of a sudden like things change and then a windstorm and everything's just like blown off? And you're like, ah.
Honestly, the fall colors, they're definitely beautiful, but some people like live for them, and
it's not your season.
It's just like the rocks, dude. I feel like I'm just being a big bummer right now, but it's like I'm
a
not.
Bit of a buzzkill.
I know. I'm sorry. I am passionate about other things, but not the fall colors and not rocks.
Yeah. Do you have a season? I mean, like, is fall just not your season?
Spring right now. All the flowers are popping. I just saw the buttercups come up.
Oh, man.
The baby cows are popping out.
Yeah.
I was like just riding my bike around the roads kind of by my house, and all these baby cows that weren't there the day before just suddenly magically appeared. They were like walking around, and I'm like, it's like the cutest thing ever. Oh my god, I love them.
They are.
It's like it's just like the season of like hope and new beginnings and like new life.
Yeah.
And like when we got summer coming up right after, which is the second favorite season, arguably. So
I know fall's tough because like fall, you're just like it's like the death.
Yeah, you're like, this is the beginning of the end. Like, wait and get ready to sit in your apartment at 4 p.m. in the dark, wondering why you don't have any indoor hobbies.
Like think about maybe knitting or painting or something.
Yeah, I actually got really into puzzles this winter. It was
keeps you happy, I guess.
I
don't
guess.
know what else to say.
It was fine.
Not exactly happy, but not exactly bored, I guess.
Yeah.
Bored-ish?
It kept me somewhat entertained.
Yeah, that's the word. Entertained, yes.
Yeah, I kind of turned into a maniac. Actually, I'd stay up until like 3 a.m. just like, gotta get one more piece, gotta get one more piece. You always just gotta get one more piece,
I totally I understand that.
Yeah.
I do the same thing with reading, and then I usually end up passing out with my book on me. So I'm like, I gotta get a couple more pages in before I pass out. And then, yeah, then it hits me.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember where I am, so then I go back and start all over again the next day.
Me too. It's
cover
really
the same ground in a loop.
It's a curse. I've read the same like 2 pages like 4 different times because I just keep.
Yeah, and you get like that thing where those 2 pages
asleep.
have like some good information that like lead into stuff. So if you
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta reread that to get it fresh in my
Like,
brain.
I remember this. This is the last thing I remember before I fell asleep last night.
Yeah, I know. It's like in a haze. Start putting the pieces back together.
Yeah. I learned if I read in the morning time when I have a healthy dose of caffeine going into my body, I am a better reader. Or I'll read sometimes when I'm walking my dog because he's so damn slow.
He's got short legs.
Yeah, and he's like 1,000,000 years old and has all these ailments. So like I'll walk him on the leash and I can like read a book at the same time. And I'm like, can't fall asleep when I'm walking.
That's true. Yeah.
Or at least I haven't yet. So
let me know what happens. It'd be pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I'd
not
probably
for you so much.
Wake up pretty quick.
Yeah.
When I hit the ground.
Stumble off the curb.
Right.
But your dog's pretty awesome though. He's real social with everybody.
Scrappy, yeah.
Real talkative.
He had to come today. He's in my car right now.
Oh, he did? Yeah, that's awesome. Probably should have brought him in.
Yeah, he'd be annoying, probably. He'd probably sleep right
that's
here.
What I was thinking. You'd probably just curl up.
Yeah, you'd probably.
Dang it, I didn't even think about it. I should have invited him.
Oh, darn.
On the next one.
That's okay. Yeah, he was just looking at me before I left, and he's like, "Can I come?" I'm like, "Dude, like, we're not really doing anything that."
You're not gonna. Yeah, you're gonna be bored.
Yeah, but I'm like, you can come, I guess, if you want to sit in the car.
I know. I feel bad when people want to just come hang. I'm like, you don't want to come join in? Like, it's kind of boring just sitting and watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people just read a book sometimes in the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's nice too, though, if they are kind of paying attention, because usually they'll like, if my brain starts sticking, they'll like shout out like a word, like it's enthusiasm is the word you're looking for. I'm like, yeah,
enthusiasm.
Like, yeah, that's something. You know, it's the only word I can think of right now. It came to the top of my head.
Huh.
But so born and raised in Michigan, like Montana was on the to-do list, or how'd you just ended up here?
Do you want the small, medium, or long story?
Whichever one you feel like giving.
Oh gosh, okay. Montana was never really on the list of things. I didn't really think anything about Montana my entire life, honestly.
Oh, really? Did you have a place you were aiming for, like when you were like
I
a
did.
kid?
I wanted to go to Oregon.
Oh, really?
Because, well, when I was in college, one of my best friends, well, it was after college, but one of my best friends from college, he moved to Oregon shortly after, and he was like a mountaineering guide in Oregon.
It's pretty awesome.
Like around the Mount Hood area.
Very cool.
And I came to visit him once, and like he would always post these awesome videos of like him exploring the mountains and stuff, and I'm like, that's so cool.
Sounds amazing.
I was like, Michigan's awesome and all. Well, the Upper Peninsula is awesome, but there's no mountains. So I kind of moved here for the mountains.
Hey, in a good spot then.
Yeah, so I was aiming for Oregon. I just graduated with my master's degree, and I was on USA Jobs, and I was like, forestry jobs, where there are mountains. You can't really type that in.
No. But yeah, you got like a map and like Google and your computer going, like.
Yeah. So I applied to several places out west. I don't even remember if I applied to any in Oregon, because you can just like check all the boxes. You're like, Oregon, Wyoming, Montana, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and I think the first one I heard back from was in Butte, Montana.
Oh, yeah. Not far from my home country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, where's your home country?
Whitehall, just over Homestake.
Oh, right.
So like on the way to Bozeman.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that part of Montana.
Oh, it's the best.
It's great. So I saw that I got one in Butte, Montana, and I looked it up on Google Maps, and I was like, okay, yeah, we got mountains. All right, yeah, good enough. And then I, like, zoomed out a little bit, and I saw the Berkeley Pit, which is a big toxic mining, tailing pit, or whatever you want to call it.
Like some of the most toxic water probably in the U.S.
Like birds would fly into it and die.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they still pay someone to, like, shoot like blanks out at them to keep them from landing, otherwise it'll kill them.
When I lived there, they had this weird sound that would play at night through these huge speakers.
Really?
And I lived, I don't know, like a mile from the pit, but like you can hear it. It was like this, sounded like some like computer generated like bird noise that was supposed to like scare them away.
Oh, wow, I didn't know.
Yeah,
makes
weird.
sense.
Yeah, and that was only a few years ago. But anyways, when I first moved away from Michigan, I was a big beach goer. I lived right next to Lake Superior. Like, I could walk there. Like, I loved the beach.
Yeah.
And always by a big body of water. So, like, when I moved out west, I was, like, a little anxious about being away from water.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so I when I was looking at Google Maps looking at Butte on Google Maps, I saw the Berkeley Pit, and I was just like, oh, great, there's like a little lake in town.
Yeah, right in town.
I can just ride my bike there and go for a dip.
Yeah,
and
perfect.
I was, way off.
Yeah, it's weird how it's like a tourist spot, though. There's like that platform that goes way out, so you go like look at it.
Yeah, and they have like the horror stories of like all the people that like died down there. And
yeah, there's like a dog who's living there, like around the edges.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like there used to be a statue of him in the mall. This shaggy looking, like, sheepdog looking thing.
Huh.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but
Wow.
he just lived around there, and they're like, I don't know how this thing's still alive, but
Really?
yeah, I'm still cruising around.
Huh. Did you ever meet him?
No, I never did. I didn't even know it existed until I think right when it died, or right before it died. There was like a news thing on it. I think maybe when it died, but Milo or something.
Aw. Maybe he like ate all the dead birds that would land in there.
Oh, could have been. Yeah, a little
Those
radioactive.
are
maybe
probably pretty toxic. So
that's what I'm saying. Maybe he's like running on some toxic fumes kept him going.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I think they tried to rescue him like a bunch, but he was like super feral, like didn't want to like anything to do with humans, so they just kind of let him do his thing, and he lived there for a while. I guess.
I hope he had a good life.
Yeah, I think so. Off by himself around the pit.
If he had a little bit of fame, I'm sure people were dropping off hopefully they were dropping off cheeseburgers and stuff.
Oh, could be. Yeah, a little snack every once in a while.
Yeah, he probably maybe had the best life ever.
He might have. Yeah.
Except for it's probably pretty cold.
I don't know. Yeah, he was real shaggy. I don't know how he survived in the winter, but somehow.
Wow.
I don't know the full story.
Okay, well, shout out to Milo.
Yeah. So did you end up moving to Butte then?
Well, I worked all these 6-month period seasonal, temporary seasonal jobs.
Yeah.
So I was only there for 6 months because then my job was up. So then I. Yeah, so then I actually hated it there when I first moved there.
I don't blame you, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this place is dry. There's only one tree species. Where's the moss and fungus and where's the water? There's just a big toxic pit.
Yeah,
this place sucks. And I think I was a little homesick, so I left all my friends and family behind.
Oh, 100%.
So I was a little sour about it.
Well, especially thinking more like Oregon, like you said, more kind of lush.
Yeah, exactly. So I was a little sour about it, but I eventually learned to love it, and I love Montana so much now. I don't care. There's not a lot of fungi, and there is fungi, just maybe not in Butte.
Yeah, not around Butte. Yeah, especially. Yeah. And then Whitehall is a little drier, even it's on the east side of the Continental Divide, and so it's all that high desert country, and I could definitely see
Yeah, no, that's my favorite country now.
Yeah, super
honestly,
cool.
The Bitterroot is a little green for me.
I know, I never thought I'd be like that, because when I would come here for track meets in college, I was like, dude, I gotta move, to this Bitterroot, Missoula area, and that's why I like jumping. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta jump out of Missoula. Yeah. That or West. I was thinking about West a little bit, but the snow sports are expensive, and in West, really the only thing going on around the winter is snowmobiling, and to afford a snowmobile on the Forest Service salary was not really gonna work out. It was a car or a snowmobile probably.
Well, you can only take your snowmobile to work only a few months out of the year.
So you stick with the car, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't really want to be in West as bad. West is awesome. I got to jump out of West too.
Wait, what do you mean West? What are you talking about?
West Yellowstone. The town of West.
Is that a town?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, it's right at the west entrance, I guess, of Yellowstone. So that's why it's West Yellowstone.
Okay.
Yeah. And, not a lot going there. Basically a tourist town, and that's another thing that's kind of tough. Is it's very touristy. So you got tourist price, even the grocery store and stuff. So
yeah.
it doesn't really feel like you're in a community because it's so seasonal and
right.
In the off season it's pretty cool because it's just locals, but then in the summer
it's
bananas because all the tourists and that's one seasonal work. So that's why I was there mostly.
Right.
But Hepkin Lake's there, which is kind of cool. Very cold. I imagine not quite as cold as Superior though.
I don't know. What elevation is it at?
Pretty high. That's why it's so cold. Trying to think what it is. We did a water jump. So part of smoke jumping training was jumping in the water. So we did a lake jump, and Big Sky kids came out, and they're some special needs or terminal ill kids, and they come out and cheer you on. And
nice.
Pretty cool. And, it was just freezing.
And you're obviously not wearing a wetsuit, because why would you wear one of those jumping?
Yeah,
you're wearing your big weird tardigrade suit.
Yeah, big weird. Yeah.
They remind me of one of those water bears. You know what I'm talking about? A tardigrade?
No, I was gonna ask you about it.
Oh shoot! Well, you're gonna have to Google that.
Yeah.
They're kind of well known. They're these microscopic little organisms, multicellular organisms, and they look like they're wearing a big.
Oh really?
Smoke jumper suit kind of.
Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna have to Google that and I'll try to post a picture of that thing and me in my jumpsuit.
You should.
Side by side.
Yeah. They're cool. Apparently, they're everywhere. They're in that puddle over there. They're in the grass. They're
just tough.
Yeah. And random fun facts. Sorry, I'm kind of a science nerd.
That's why I wanted you to come on.
Okay, great. They can survive in outer space for up to I don't remember off the top of my head. They can survive in outer space for
that's all that matters.
Several days, months.
Whoa, no way.
Years.
Yeah, the most inhospitable environment
there
is, right?
Yeah, because they go into this weird dormant hibernation state.
Whoa. Yeah, because outer space is ridiculously freezing, right? No oxygen, all the bad things.
Yeah, they're not thriving up there.
They're existing.
Yeah, they survive. So.
Yeah, we're human would kill.
Exactly.
Instantly, pretty much, right?
Pretty much instantaneously.
Yeah, from probably all the movies, so nothing like
Right.
real science based, but it sounds awful.
Yeah,
Way to go.
exactly. Not if you're a tardigrade.
No, you just
Maybe
hang out.
tardigrades will take over outer space someday.
There you go. Like, I always thought cockroach was like the superior, like organism.
Cockroach?
Yeah, I always say like, if the world ever ends,
Oh, they'd be the last guys to go.
Yeah, it'd be cockroaches and coyotes.
And tardigrades.
And tardigrades, yes.
Probably.
Yeah, no.
Huh.
Probably. Tardigrades would be the last thing standing.
Yeah, but no one would see them because they're invisible.
Oh, that's true. Microscopic, you said?
Yeah.
I mean, they would know, and that's all that matters.
They look, crazy up close. You should
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look that up. I know I need to, eventually this will be maybe like a screen where I could be like, we'll look that up
Just
real
be a
quick.
big tardigrade.
Yeah, maybe just have that as a screensaver.
That'd be weird.
From episode 109.
Yeah.
I think that's what this
Wow,
one's
is this
gonna be.
109? Oh
This
my
is
god.
109,
We've been
yeah.
doing this for a while.
Oh, I didn't even mention. I almost forgot to mention even. You were a seasoned podcaster.
I am.
Yeah, before you even came on here.
I am, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not as good as you, but I was
No, I'm
a
not
co-host on a podcast called Backcountry Bazaar. It's on Spotify.
Sounds pretty sweet though. Like that's a great name.
Yeah, it's the premise. Can I?
Yeah, shoot it out there.
Okay. We have people write in adventure stories that may have like gone wrong or something weird happened, like usually outdoorsy in the backcountry, like hiking stories or like river trips that have gone bad. And me and my friend Zoe, she's in charge of the entire podcast, like she's the one that made it happen.
Very cool.
We tell their story and, have our funny, witty banter. At least we think it's funny.
No,
Banter.
I think so too.
Yeah, so.
It's like ones that you covered, not to give anything too much away, but like, is there anything that was just like wild that you got? Like, whoa, and they survived that?
Let me think.
I'm putting you on the spot, huh?
Yeah, you're really putting me on the spot.
Oh, my bad.
The first episode I did, none of them are like near death. But the first one we did was about these folks that went camping up at this like high elevation lake, and they're pretty unprepared to start with, but then have you ever heard of like a water spout?
No.
It's like a tornado that forms out of water, like in a lake.
Whoa.
And usually they don't happen in like small alpine lakes like that, but they like got hit by one of them and like all their stuff got soaked.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so watch out for the water spouts.
That's all. What a terrible, like, you're like, this is camping, this is great. And I'll see, like, shit.
Exactly, yeah. So bring your Gore-Tex and your waterproof tent.
And your wool.
They were not prepared. No, they were probably wearing, like, cotton. And
probably.
I don't think they
lightweight hiking stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the downside, right? Lightweight stuff. Like, wool's a little heavier. Merino wool's a little, or nano wool's better. But
right.
Like, it's a little more expensive you get the nano wool stuff.
Nano
it's supposed to keep your wool
Is that
warm.
from a nano sheep?
Yeah, a little bigger than whatever that thing
tardigrade?
was. Yeah, tardigrade.
Yeah.
I always call it a tangerine. A little bigger than a tangerine.
A little bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite.
I think it's got like some polyester and stuff. I think that's what makes it nano, probably.
Yeah, I can only wear wool on my feet. Oh, that stuff is kind of itchy.
I used to not like be too bad. I remember actually my great grandpa who bought this Airstream. He gave me a bunch of like flannels that were hand me down, and like a couple of them were like that old like scratchy wool, and it didn't bother me when I was a kid. I almost like, I don't know, it made me like feel like I was wearing something cool. That was like, this can handle some stuff, because I knew it was wool. But now if I throw on something like that, like I even have this like gray button down that's a little thicker than like a flannel kind of jacket thing, and it's got. Yeah, because like back in the day, they had some kind of liner to keep you from itching. It's even got something like that, but I can still kind of feel it a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like when you're a kid, you're just like you don't feel cold. You don't feel.
I miss that.
I feel like you're just like invincible. Almost.
I know. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you just be out there and like I remember. Well, even going to like Como, it can be pretty cold in the early spring.
Yeah.
Like kids' lips will be blue. They're
they're just in the lake swimming, having like the best time of your life, and you're like, man, even if I dip my toe in that, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like trying not to squeal as I'm like working my way in. I'm like, oh god, it's so cold.
Yeah, it's like when did we become so soft?
I know my feet too. Like kids would be running around like gravel, and I'm like
tiptoeing around.
Yeah, some sharp sand.
Yeah, yeah. It sucks getting older, huh?
So soft.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a
man.
cool story though. Like, I mean, that sucks. I didn't know a water spout, like you said, would hit Alpine Lake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think these people were lying.
No, probably not. I mean, there was like up in near Ronan, up in the Mission Mountains. I think St. Ignatius, if I'm thinking right. It was like that part of the Mission Mountains. There was this wild looking storm kind of, and there's like you see this little finger of a tornado. It's like towards the peak of the Mission Mountains a couple years ago. Super weird. And
You
like
saw
made the
it?
news and stuff. Yeah, someone was like videotaping with their phone.
Whoa.
And I had a bunch of people friends of mine that, you know, don't live around here, like Cody, who was on the podcast, sent me the video. He's like, this is crazy. I was like,
Huh.
that was pretty bananas.
You know, that stuff probably happens more often than we think, but nobody's up there to see it.
Yeah, no one's looking.
Because, like,
you know?
no one really likes to go up there when there's bad weather.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Huh.
And I always, that's kind of why I like the ideas of like lookouts and people like trapper cabins way high. 'Cause I like being in like extreme weather and knowing that's not an issue. Like not just surviving it, but like not really thriving, but just being, you know, working your way through it.
Present.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just
Okay.
being in it and not like having to be no big deal.
Yeah. I actually really like camping in the thunderstorms.
Really? I'm not thunderstorm. Like other weather, yeah, but thunder. Whew. I don't like
I don't
lightning.
know. I'm like, what are the odds that I get struck by lightning? Like, not zero, but like, it's kind of exciting.
It is kind of exciting.
And then you feel like you're defying the elements by like sleeping in a tent.
Yeah.
And you're like not getting wet if you have a good tent.
True.
I
do kind of like that.
Yeah, my trusty tent. I've slept through hail, thunderstorms in the same night.
Ooh, hail.
Snow.
Jeez.
And yeah, that thing's kept me dry. It's like just really exciting, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Yeah, there was something about that too. Like, and then you like peek your head out like on a zipper.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, nope, not yet.
Yeah.
I'm not going out yet.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice.
Uh-huh.
Especially you got a good tent, like you know, something that you like did some research, spent some money on, and you get a chance to test it.
Right.
That is pretty exciting.
Yep, my North Face storm. What's it called?
Oh.
Shout out! We're gonna get sponsored by North
Yeah,
Face
yeah.
now, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
reach out, North Face.
What's it called? The Storm Break. North
Oh,
Face
really?
Storm. I bought it 'cause it was on sale. It was like under $200. The thing's amazing.
Still kicking ass?
Yeah,
You
it was
still
like
using it?
6 years ago. Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's
Never had
cool.
a drip in it.
Man, I've got an old North Face. I'm gonna call it Nano Puff. I don't know if it actually is. It's like a
Nano
micro
Puff.
puff. Yeah, I thought you might like that. And but it's like the tiny little like puff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I bought it for fire, and it's North Face, and I've had it. I mean, I bought that in like 2012, 2011. I still have it's still in my fire pack. I
Heck
mean, I don't use
yeah.
it much, but
I feel like North Face is underrated. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone's
no, everyone's always trying to shoot
Everyone's
for like the bigger brands,
trying to wear the Patagucci.
Patagucci and Arc'teryx.
Yeah. I don't
But
like
man, I mean, but you know, like with those things where you're like at least for me, I'd be like, is it that good? And then you actually do like try
You're
it.
like,
you're
okay, yeah, this was worth the
You're like-
buku bucks I spent on it.
You're like, damn, this is awesome.
But I've never been dissatisfied with the North Face stuff, and that stuff is cheaper.
True, like yeah, all that stuff. Like you know, Eddie Bauer, we usually get a pretty good pro deal on, and I was like, I don't know about Eddie Bauer stuff. And then like, I got an Eddie Bauer jacket, and I was like, whoa, this is pretty
Whoa,
awesome.
Okay, Eddie.
Yeah, like. You know, like that, all that stuff, you know, it's like you always, like for me, I'm like, is it? You know, like the Arc'teryx, like when I was in college, I had never heard of it, and it's got that crazy little skeleton
Yeah,
dinosaur thing.
it's actually one of like the first. I don't know. It's like actually based off a real animal
Oh,
from
is it?
prehistoric times.
Oh,
Anyways,
it's kind of wild looking. Do you know what the animal is?
I think it's called an Arc'teryx.
Oh, is that what it
Or
is?
something
Man, that would make sense.
similar
God,
to
I
that.
feel stupid.
It was like a.
Like, do you know what it's called?
It's
Oh,
like
God.
it was like a
Yeah.
really important fossil that it was like a big connector between. Oh shoot! I have all these facts, but like they're all really blurry.
Also, it's good for the listeners, so it gives them a chance to like to give them a little tip
Get
of the
your
iceberg.
Google out
Yeah.
because I don't know shit about this.
Get your phones out for this episode.
Yeah, it was like the first link between like the bird and the man. I don't quote me on that.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, it does kind of look like a wingy thing, and it's got like the weird head.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry to derail.
No, that's good info.
I don't own any Arc'teryx. I'm not that
I don't
fancy.
either. Yeah, it's a little pretty fancy.
Yeah.
But like when it came out, remember it was like super fancy, like
Mm-hmm.
real high end and expensive. And I had a friend in the dorm that lived like across from me in Bozeman, and he like forced me to try his jacket on. He's bigger than I am, so I was just like swimming in it, and I was like, dude, I got a jacket. I don't need your jacket to walk to class. And Bozeman gets pretty good winter, especially like I think it was 06.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good snowstorm going on outside, and it was just like a hard shell. Like it wasn't even like, you know, anything like crazy. Like it didn't have insulation really, and it wasn't thick like snowboard jacket I was gonna be wearing. And I was like, all right, whatever, man. And I threw it on. I think the hood was giant because it's like built for like going over a helmet for skiing or something. And but anyways, throw this thing on. I'm walking to class, and I was like, I could not believe how awesome it was.
Really?
Like, yeah,
you're
the
like,
flexibility was so good.
Yeah, you're like, I could survive the Arctic Circle in this
yeah,
thing.
especially how big it was. I could do like that thing like kids do when they put the shirt over their knees, like a little tent up. You know?
Maybe you should buy a bigger one anyways for that reason.
Just tent up.
If you get stranded out in the wilderness.
Exactly. You know, because they got the drawstring, so you just tighten it down when you're walking, and then you just loosen that sucker up, throw it over your knees, and get like huddled in.
There you go.
I had that similar experience when I was in one of my first big fire, like long fires outside of Whitehall. We had like a freak storm kind of come up, but it had been not really that freak, I guess. We knew it was coming, but it ended up being like way more than we expected. But whoever's in charge told us to throw a bunch of those giant black garbage bags in our pack just in case.
Smart.
Yeah, it was really smart. And so like when it first started coming, you could see it was pretty ominous. And Leroy, he was in dispatch. He was a great guy. Like, you know, you hear about like a name Leroy.
That's a noble name.
Exactly.
I'm like, wow, I don't think I've ever met a Leroy. There's not really many Leroys or these days.
Yeah, like he would like whatever you're probably picturing is this guy. He's awesome. He's like a couple generations rancher in the Big Hole, just great dude. And I can't remember why he was in dispatch that summer, but he was such a wealth of knowledge. He was just like an outdoorsman of the T. Grew up on the land and knew kind of like how the weather even reacted in the area, so he'd give you a heads up if you're on a fire. Yeah, like. We were kind of in a blind spot. He's like, "Hey, heads up, you know, there's a," and he would swear on the radio, which we're not really supposed to. He'd be like, "There's a hell of a squall coming your way, you know, so hunker down." So like, we're like, "Oh shit, all right." So like, we got out and like, whoever actually had like the boss actually had like normal rain gear, so I think he just like threw a tarp on his pack and then like put his rain gear on and then helped us put our garbage bags over. So it was just like a bunch of little kids with our heads sticking out and like. You know, we had our packs on and the black garbage bag over us and our knees.
My gosh.
We're just like sitting there like giggling like a bunch of little kids and everyone's got like a big chew in, like
a big chew in.
Yeah, just like
gosh.
This is silly, you know.
It reminds me of like kids at like a theme park or something.
Exactly, just
Niagara
giggling.
Falls.
Yeah. This nasty little storm comes over, I was like laughing.
Yeah. You'd think you'd get some better gear though than a garbage bag.
Yeah, back in the day, like there wasn't a lot of funding for fire, so like you didn't really get much. I mean, like a lot of times you get like a hand-me-down set of Nomex pants, like green pants, and then like a hand-me-down yellow. I made the mistake of grabbing a brand new yellow. I was like, yeah.
You really stood out then. That's a tough yellow to wear.
I had a good buddy give me the heads up, like as I came out of like where we stored everything up in the like attic of the fire cache. He's like,
makes you look like a noob.
Yeah, he's like, he gave me like the sign. He like turned around and go. You know, I was like, what?
It's like you better go roll that around in the dirt and run over it with your car
exactly.
a few times.
Yeah, you want to have a little bit of street cred going on. You don't look like a.
Shoot.
That's when
I got my brand new yellow, but whatever. I don't care.
Looking all shiny like the lemon head out there.
Yeah. Who chose that color? Like, I know the material is important, but does it have to be that color? Like, can we not have it that color?
It's supposed to be so they can see on the hillside, I think, so you stand out.
Okay, what about like red?
I know red would be better. That's Canadians, at least they used to. They have like a cool red.
Yeah. And is yellow really the best? Because like sometimes it's fall. And
exactly. You start to blend right in.
Yeah.
Especially back east.
Maybe we could do bright pink. I don't know. Nothing's really bright pink out there. Bright purple.
Yeah, it used to be a hard sell, but people might go for pink now. The Helena Hot Shots had pink hard hats for a little bit.
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be a punishment, and then they kind of embraced it.
Oh, okay.
So it's like this cool thing. If you meet someone who's got a pink hard hat, you're like, oh, you're from Helena Hot Shots.
Okay.
Because they don't have it anymore. It was like back in the late 90s, I think, the early 2000s, the pink hard hat thing. Yeah, it's super cool. Like, you see one, and you're like, oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah, like one of the guys I jumped with had one, and I was like, oh, that's super cool.
Can't you just order one on the internet and then
probably
look cool?
Could, but people would probably figure you out. They'd be like, wait, you're not old enough to be on that crew.
Right. Huh.
Unless you add a little gray to your hair, you know, you might be able to fit in a little bit. Like, oh, were you on that?
There you go.
They're like, no, I'm just a fan. Just a fan of pink hard hats.
Big fan. Huh, you should get one. Add it to your little
I know, yeah, I wonder.
Set up here.
What if there is one floating around? It'd be kind of cool to have one. You know, like a little shout out to Helena.
Yeah.
One of my friends is Soup now, so maybe I can reach out to him. Maybe he's got one lying around.
Go. Borrow it at least.
Yeah, or like, you know, have like some kind of dedication to Hot Shots on it. It'd be kind of cool, and like maybe the years that it was, you know, on the crew. Mm-hmm. I'm blanking on the Soup's name who did that, but yeah, just kind of a cool story. And I always like a contrast, right? Like got some of the toughest folks that you'll ever see in firefighting.
And then they're wearing bright pink.
Yeah, wearing a bright pink hard hat. I like that contrast a lot.
That's probably why the Nomex shirts were not bright pink.
Oh, yeah.
Because guys didn't want to wear the bright pink.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah.
I think that thing's making noise at me, but I don't know what's going on.
That was my phone.
Oh, was it?
Sorry, I forgot to turn on silent mode.
Oh, no worries. You probably don't even hear it on the mic. I've never used the heater on that thing, so.
Oh, you thought that my phone was the heater?
Yeah, I thought maybe it's just winding down, telling us, like, things aren't working.
Huh. No, yeah, it's nice and cozy in here.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good for not having
I like it. I would live in this thing.
Oh, it's awesome, right? Yeah, like, so these two turn into twin beds.
What?
Ish. It's still kind of contoured for the nose of the camper.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, this is how it came, too, back in 65.
Wow.
Then that folds out to, like, it's an odd size. I think it's, like, between a queen and a full-size bed when you fold the couch out.
Okay.
It's like a futon thing.
Huh.
Yeah, it works pretty good. I mean, there's still little things I got to fix on it, but for the most part, I haven't really done anything. I just kind of cleaned the mouse out of it.
The mouse?
Oh, this thing was bad. It was like a shed before I got it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
little hantavirus?
A few different lice.
Haunting?
Yeah, I was a little worried about it, but there hadn't been any cases in, like, the Jefferson Valley, I don't think, or county at the time. I did some research before I dove in. Then I did, like, the mask up with the big, like, dish gloves,
Oh,
and just,
I gotcha.
Like, yeah, tons of bleach and,
I would have never guessed. It looks great.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good. The floor is newer, but
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rent this thing out? I'd like to borrow it.
No, yeah, maybe that's what I'll do if the podcast doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Out. Yeah, good tinted windows.
Yeah.
What'd you guys have for a studio?
Oh, we went to the recording studio. Is that what it's called? In Missoula?
Oh, really?
So it does like music, podcasts, stuff like that there.
Oh, I didn't realize you guys were out in Missoula. I thought you guys were like down Michigan or something.
No, this was just like last year, and
cool.
It's when I lived in Missoula.
Were you at the university doing it?
No, it's right next to the Mar Bar.
Oh, really?
Bar,
oh, cool.
restaurant?
I didn't know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like right next to that, just a little recording studio. So we would just show up and.
I did not know that existed. That's very cool. Because there's one in the basement of the library at campus. And originally you had to be a student to use it, to check it out. But it's free, free-ish. You're paying a ton of tuition. Oh, yeah, let it out.
Oh, wait, it went away because I said I had to sneeze.
I know, I hate that.
Oh, that's the worst.
And you shorted,
Darn, I just lost a year off my life probably.
Probably, yeah, you gotta let that out.
It was really in there.
Well, yeah, you get a little spike in, the good feels when you have let the sneeze out.
Oh, man, what a bummer. Sorry, what were you saying about the Missoula
library?
At
the UM library, Mansfield Library there. They have one in the basement, and when I first was there, I was going back to school. I wasn't, thinking about podcasting, and maybe I was kind of on my brain, but either way, I was going to use it again later, and they're like, oh, you got to be a student, and now I think you can, rent it for however long, for an hour or whatever. Huh. But this ended up working out better. Yeah, plans to drive all over the country. One of my good friends is out by Virginia Beach, and he was a fireman out there for a while, and cool guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to go out and interview him, and kind of work my way along the coast.
Yeah, how far has this thing traveled since you've had it?
Oh, since I've had it, I think where I've gone. I know I went out to Winthrop, Washington with it. I'm trying to go out far. I've been a lot of short trips, mostly like Helena and Whitehall. I use it for hunting too, so
nice.
Kind of multi-purpose there.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Huh.
So you're a pretty recent podcaster. I thought you were one of the OGs back in the day.
Nope, just last winter.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my friend who does it, she became unemployed and was like, well, I'm going to make a podcast because we were always talking about how hilarious we thought we were. Cause everyone thinks you're hilarious, right?
Yeah.
And she was always joking, like, hey, we should make a podcast. I'm like, okay, dude. And then one day she was like, yo, we should make a podcast. I'm like, I'll show up, but that's about it. And she did all the background work and everything and, found the studio and made a website and everything. She was the brains behind it.
Oh, that's cool.
I was just the guy who was like, hey, I'm here for the podcast.
Yeah, just give me time and I'll be there.
I was like, I just showed up. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, so it wasn't really my thing. It was more her thing, but
It's cool to be a part of, though, you know?
No, yeah, it was awesome. It was super fun. She might pick it back up. We have one season out. I think there's like 10 episodes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep me posted.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I like the idea of it, too, for sure. Like, getting more people involved in the outdoors and sharing stories from folks.
Yeah, if you have a story, you could write it to backcountrybazaar.com or backcountrybazaar@gmail.com. We love stories. I mean, those are all the stories we tell.
Yeah, so, yeah, folks, listen. You got a good story.
I told one, which we usually don't do, but we decided to switch it up a little bit, and I told a story of my own old personal UP adventure story.
Oh, really?
Some Type 2 fun.
Yeah.
Little canoe trip or kayaking trip that went wrong.
Ooh, weather and stuff?
Yeah, that was like the first thing that went wrong. There was like a series of just unfortunate events.
Oh, geez. Well, I won't have you give it away, but yeah, for folks, but they can look that up and find that episode.
Oh yeah, it's on Spotify, and I think it's on like Apple, whatever the heck. I don't know. I don't use Apple, so I don't know what it's called.
It's like Apple Podcasts.
Apple
Yeah, I'm on there too.
Music, Apple Podcast. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
I think it comes on like most iPhones. I didn't even know I had it, and all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, look at that, and then I clicked, and I'm like, oh, I'm on there too.
I just use Spotify. Spotify is the best.
It is, yeah. It's kind of king when it comes to all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before I let you go, because we both got to work tomorrow.
Right.
One more question. I probably got a million questions, but one I was going to ask you. Since you have all this background in like forestry and stuff, do you have a favorite tree?
Oh, this is the question, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of going around the office the other day, so that's what I want to ask you. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, can I just ask you real quick? What was the general consensus?
I don't remember because someone told me about a tree I'd never heard of. But I kind of figured, like larch tamarack, whatever you want to call it, potato.
Pretty sure it's a larch if you're on this side of the Mississippi.
That is the correct Western larch. I think it's
Western larch,
yeah. But tamarack to me sounds cooler. So
that's like east of the Mississippi.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and they got them in the Midwest and stuff too, right?
Yeah, those are called. I guess people call them tamaracks. They also call them jack pines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right? Am I misremembering that? Yeah.
No, you can say that.
Yeah.
You can say anything out there. People can fact check it on their own.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, for me, it was like the Western larch or tamarack because
it changes color.
It changes colors.
Yes,
the wood's super cool.
That.
Yeah, and it's it's the closest thing we have to kind of a hardwood out this way. Besides like a yew tree, I guess. This is like super hard.
Or like a cottonwood aspen.
Yeah, but they're kind of spongy, like
they're
not good to burn. You know, like
I guess deciduous. I'm just thinking deciduous. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cottonwood and aspen are in the hardwood family, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess besides those.
Right. Okay. Everyone loves a larch. Who doesn't like a larch?
I know, so I probably lean towards that. I should probably say lodgepole because I grew up around so many lodgepoles.
Everybody hates lodgepole.
I know, but I love them.
Good for you,
Mostly because of the firewood cutting side of me because there's a ton of them. They grow like dog hair and they're like the perfect size.
It grows like grass.
Yeah, the perfect size for a wood burner. It dies pretty easy. So there's always some dead ones out there to harvest.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks for giving lodgepole some love. It never gets any love.
No, everyone hates it.
At least if you're a forester. Foresters don't like lodgepole.
Well, it's so wimpy.
Yeah.
You take one away and then the rest of them get weak and then they start just like giving up on life.
Right. They're kind of hard to manage too because people don't like clear cutting, and that's kind of the best method to deal with them.
Yeah, especially not letting it burn, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Anyways, my favorite tree is the whitebark pine.
Is it? Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and it is in dire need of maybe I shouldn't say dire need, but it was listed as endangered.
Yeah.
Or was it threatened? Gosh, I should know this.
Well,
threatened or endangered. A few years ago, 2023, I think.
Yeah.
And it has a really interesting, it's very interesting ecologically, and it's like wildly important. And it's my favorite tree because it's super interesting, but also it's very important for upper alpine habitats.
Yeah.
And because it's only found like at higher elevations, which is my favorite place to hang out.
Totally.
I like to think I'm a bit of a mountain goat. So if you're looking at whitebark pine, you're probably in a really cool spot because you can't just like go for a little, last minute hike. You can, but like.
Really close on top of the
world.
world.
You got to work a little bit to go hang out with the whitebark pine is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I got to earn the company of whitebark and the views.
Yeah, and they're like, they kind of like hold the alpine ecosystem together. They're considered a pioneer species. So like after a fire at a upper alpine habitat, they would be like the first ones to kind of pop up in the tree world anyways, like the first tree to pop up, because they're good at like taking over those harsh environments up there.
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, just because they're growing up there, they help like stabilize the soil and allow other things to grow. And eventually, their shade provides habitat for other tree species to grow, like subalpine fir. So, like, without the whitebark pine, you kind of lose a lot of your tree line habitat up there. And without them, you're almost essentially like lowering the tree line.
Yeah.
Because they make it possible for every other kind of tree to grow, especially at those higher elevations. I mean, they're found at lower elevations where they could be mixing with other species, but like they're really important for their higher up elevation habitat, and they're like a really important food source for grizzly bears. That's like grizzly bears' favorite thing.
Oh yeah.
To eat. It's like the chocolate cake for grizzly bears because they have like a lot of calories. They're like big old seeds.
Oh. So we go and like doing cone collecting. You gotta compete with a grizzly.
Exactly. Yeah, I've had to swat a few grizzlies away.
Yeah, get out of here.
Just kidding.
My cone.
Yeah. And not to mention the Clark's Nutcracker, which one of my favorite forestry facts. See, you shouldn't have brought whitebark pine up because I could talk about it forever.
I'm so glad. Well, it could be like a teaser for part 2.
Okay.
But what were we talking about, the Clark's Nutcracker?
Clark's Nutcracker, yeah. So these guys eat the seeds, but they also cache them. So like a squirrel caches its nuts.
Yeah.
So it'll take the seeds and then bury them, and it usually remembers where it hides them, but not always. And so they're essentially like planting the trees. A lot of the time you'll see whitebark pines growing in like clusters, like someone put a bunch of seeds in like the same spot.
Oh, whoa.
And that's because it was the Clark's Nutcracker forgot. Maybe I shouldn't say forgot, but they didn't ever go retrieve the seeds.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like, it really increases like how far they can travel because those seeds are so big and fat that like they don't go very far, but like the Clark's Nutcracker can bring them places, and that's why they're pretty good at like if there's like a big fire, like restoration, because they'll just go plant.
Yeah, the Nutcracker's in there helping out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Man, Mother Nature's pretty neat.
Yeah, but they are endangered because of exotic fungal disease, and so with less seeds for the Nutcrackers to cache, they're not really leaving very many behind, so they're not planting as many. And
damn it.
There's been some huge declines in it. It's kind of sad. If you go to like a lot of the ski resorts around here, or if you go for some high elevation hikes, if you see a lot of dead trees around up there, they're probably whitebark pine.
That is sad.
Trees. But they do have some resistance to the disease, and land management agencies are artificially, like, I shouldn't say artificially, but they are breeding naturally resistant trees with other naturally resistant trees to like really up. I guess it's kind of like artificial selection.
Yeah, totally.
Technically. So there is some hope.
That's great to
so
hear.
all the whitebark pine that we plant out there is like genetically superior, not 100% resistant to the disease, but we're trying.
Helping give it a better chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's a cool documentary I saw not too long ago about that. I think it's through the University of Montana. At least there were some folks that worked at University of Montana maybe were doing it.
Oh.
Could have been PBS maybe.
Whitebark Pine 101?
Yeah, something like that. Like I learned quite a bit. Like it was still pretty fuzzy, so like I didn't know really a lot what you were talking about, but I was like familiar with a little bit of it, and I knew they were talking about because like even like the temperature change, like because usually like the cold would help them survive because it would kill like the beetle before it got access to them or something too. Or I don't know. You have to watch it to like.
Okay,
learn more about it, but
you'll have to send it to me.
Yeah, there's something kind of cool because like it's not so cool now, but like before the way like ecosystem would work is like it was too cold for the beetles to go up there and thrive, and now like with the temperature change, it's like harder on the whitebark pine beetles.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah, does that
with
make
like
any
our
sense?
warming climate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they were trying to find like same thing. Like there was.
Yeah, and more life cycles for the beetles, and yeah, okay, that
Yeah,
makes
totally.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it probably was more about the fungus that was getting
Mhm.
them, but they were talking about like they'd see a strand of stand of trees, and there'd be like a couple that were all surrounded, and like white barks were all dead around this one white bark pine, but this one
Mhm.
survived. And like, why would that be? Like, it's just
Oh, yeah, because it just is genetically resistant,
yeah.
superior, and so those are called plus trees, and we go find those
Oh,
trees, and that's where we collect our cones from
cool.
to like keep those good genes.
Yeah, and go back up. Do people go up and replant, or do you know?
Oh yeah,
Oh, cool.
we'll go plant some.
Oh, cool.
For sure. Yeah, we
Man.
we collect the seeds and they go to the nursery, and then they test them. They like cross them and they test their genetic resistance. So they like actually purposely expose the progeny to the disease and like see,
How it hangs, if it
yeah,
hangs.
yeah, they like quantify it, like these
Yeah.
ones are really resistant, these ones are not, and then those are the trees that the nursery will make stock out of, and then we'll order them,
Oh, cool.
and we only plant like the genetically superior
Oh, very cool. Yeah,
woods,
I heard
ones in the
that.
woods.
That's awesome. Like the next generation, I think is going to be like pretty. I don't know, like surprised, but they're gonna be in a pretty good spot for like what we're not me really, but like what folks are doing right now for like,
Right.
tree species. Because there's like that one, and then there's the American chestnut tree out east. I heard they're doing the same thing because
Yeah,
there's like
probably
yeah, I can't remember, Chinese chestnut blight. Or
chestnut
something.
blight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That like or Asian wasn't. I think it was Asian blight. Is
I'm
what
not
they
an
called it.
expert. I don't know.
I think
I
that was-
became more of a forester after I moved out west, to be honest. So.
Oh, totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But those are awesome trees, you know, like
Mhm.
the kind of the redwoods of the east. You see the old photos of it. Have you ever seen those old photos?
No,
It's
were
really
they that
cool.
big?
They were, yeah, man, I didn't realize it either
Huh.
until someone said that to me, and I looked it up, and I mean, huge. I mean, not quite as big, but still like massive,
Really?
massive trees. Yeah, it was super cool.
Okay.
And maybe like a sequoia-sized thing. Sequoia's a little smaller than a redwood.
What?
Maybe smaller than that. I don't know, but they're huge. They're like really, really huge.
Wow.
Like
I did not know that. Probably because they're all dead and I never saw
exactly,
one.
because they're all gone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess like a lot of the ones that because they were, and I think they did like log them pretty heavy, but because they're dead anyways, like a lot of them are like on their way out or like standing dead, so they like would cut them down. But so you got these stumps, and they'll have like a stump. What do you call it? Like stump shoot.
Sprout? Yeah.
Sprout.
It'll just resprout itself.
Yeah, it'll start to go, and then like however long it takes, and then the
Oh,
blight
it'll
will.
be like, "Nyeh."
Yeah, and the blight gets it,
Yeah.
so it's like it's still trying to like live, but it just keeps getting killed off.
Right.
And
Huh.
sounds like they've something similar with the white bark pine.
Yeah, they're trying to get genetic resistance for them.
Yeah, they found a few that were resistant, and maybe they did like some crossbreeding with the Asian chestnut, and
Okay.
were able to like get this like hybrid that they're gonna try to bring back, is what I heard. So,
Okay.
but
Cool.
I won't. Chances are I won't see anything like that in my lifetime. But
You never know. I mean, yeah, I really I have tunnel vision for the trees in my backyard, so
Yeah.
I don't really know. Sorry, I don't have anything to add to the chestnut
no, I know. I
conversation. But
totally get that. Yeah, I just. I don't know however long the growth cycles with those things. I imagine it's like a 400-year tree.
yeah, I
400-year-old
mean,
tree.
everything you do in forestry, it's like, well, that was a really great project we did on the landscape. Hopefully that works out like we planned it would in 100 years. It's like you won't see it.
Yeah, leave a note for like two generations to
it's
like
not
come
like
back.
growing tomatoes where you're like, this year I'm gonna have the best tomatoes. Like, no, you're not gonna know.
Yeah, totally.
You'll be dead. So yeah.
And it goes both ways too.
Yeah.
Like get like some of the other stuff like the terracing and stuff where people are like,
Oh right.
You get them back then. Those guys are like, oh, it's gonna be great.
Actually, they did like achieve their goals. I'm not a
Yeah.
proponent for the terracing. However, it worked how they wanted it to work. It was just like
plan came together.
looks pretty stupid and it's a little invasive on the ground, soil, blah
I
blah
know,
blah.
and then like growing up around, I didn't really notice it. And then once you kind of see it, you're like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some more over there.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it
strange.
actually did work though.
Yeah.
They wanted it to increase growing space for trees, or just like increase the area we can grow trees on, and retain soil moisture more.
Oh,
and
yeah.
those two things, it worked.
Yeah, there you go. Just
Yeah.
doesn't look like you said not as pleasing
Yeah.
to the eye.
Yeah. I think if I tried to start suggesting that in work now, people would. I thought about doing it as a joke when I
Yeah.
first started, but
I'm here for the terracing.
Yeah. I have a really good idea for our next project.
Yeah, check this out. Just thought of it.
Terracing.
Yeah, see what you guys think.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, and it's historic, so there's like kind of a neat thing to it too. Like you said, it accomplished the goal they're going for, and it's already done. So like, it's kind of cool to see it. When you do see it, you're like, oh, back in the day, they put a lot of work over on that hillside. You know, like it's some of the steep country too they're working on.
Right. If only they made them a little wider, because now all of our machinery is actually too wide to like use it.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. They're pretty narrow.
They had like smaller. I don't know what they were using back then. Horses, maybe.
Oh, could be.
Just kidding. No, they weren't using horses.
I don't know. Yeah, it would be hard to carve out the hillside with a horse.
Yeah.
But yeah, those little tiny dozers and stuff probably.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring that up at my next meeting.
The next team meeting.
Yeah,
I'm here for the ideas. Sweet. Well, I won't keep you because I'll keep bugging you about more stuff.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been great. Thanks for having me. I love this setup.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was hoping you dig it, and especially having some background in it. I was kind of curious to see what you thought.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be happy to come back anytime. I could talk your ear off about white bark pine. That was just the tip of the iceberg.
That's what I was hoping. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely do a part 2 and more. Like I was just talking to my wife. It's like, be nice to have a couple regulars that like,
there you go.
every month or every few weeks, just like be like, hey, let's get together. And then you wouldn't have like as long, wouldn't have to take as much of your time to do like a quick little 30-minute like, hey, let's talk about white bark pine.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm free, so whenever you want to have me, I'd be more than happy to come.
Awesome, honored to have you. Thanks, Angela. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thanks for tuning in, folks.